Italian American word of the week is mushad. Mushad often refers to when you are feeling kind of sad or down, or your mood is kind of low. If your mom sees you and she sees you're upset, she'll go, "What's the matter? Why are you so mushad?" A lot of people say mush mush. But it also means if you overcooked your pasta and you taste it and you go, "Oh, the pasta's mushad." It's soft.
Coffee Talk.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Coffee Talk. This is Cannistraci, your host. I am so excited to speak to you guys today. I've had a whirlwind of 2 weeks. I was very.
Did you say whirlwind?
Yeah, is that not how you say it?
No, whirlwind.
I said whirlwind.
No, you said whirlwind.
No, whirlwinds.
All
right, you know what?
The word of the day
word, yes.
is whirlwind.
We're not going to do the Italian American word. We're going to do, can Tara speak English this morning? And apparently she cannot, which is fine because I had a crazy 2 weeks here and they're all good. But the reason why I'm so excited to talk about them with you guys is because, or really to talk about the topic at hand, is because I'm going to incorporate an Italian American word into this scenario. So, the English word of the day is whirlwind, spelled W-H-I-R-L-W-I-N-D. Boom! Did it.
1D, not 2.
What do you mean 1D?
You said whirlwind.
No.
You're going to see.
I didn't spell W-O-R-L-D. All right, we will see. Guys, put in the comments. Did I say whirlwind? World or whirlwind? It may just be my accent. Anyway, the Italian American word of the week is mushad. Mushad often refers to when you are feeling kind of sad or down, or your mood is kind of low. If your mom sees you and she sees you're upset, she'll go, "What's the matter? Why are you so mushad?" A lot of people say mush mush. But it also means if you overcooked your pasta and you taste it and you go, "Oh, the pasta's mushad." It's soft. So that is the Italian American word of the week. And it kind of, yes.
I mean, if there's another circumstance for something soft, you say, mushad.
Yeah. You don't say mushad?
Like in bed?
Oh, no. Well, that's a whole different scenario. But I guess you could. No, but I think I had done the episode which went, oh my God, that episode went crazy when I did the word of the day being shangad. But I think with mushad, it kind of resonates how I felt during the month of December. So I think I came out of it feeling shangad, but I was just kind of sad. And I think that Keita brought up a good point that the holidays just mean something different to us now. I think we had other family members around then, or different traditions. And I think so much has changed that we kind of don't even know how to acclimate to the change. And so many of you reached out to me to say that it was a really hard holiday for you. A lot of you were mourning the loss of someone who just recently passed, or even just being sad about different time, it being a different time. And so I thought that mushad, when I said shangad, a lot of people wrote underneath that we use mushad, and that's two different words for me anyway. But it's still kind of like a mood. And my mood really was down. And I talked about on the podcast how I don't ever want to feel that way again, and which is kind of out of my circumstance, right? Life's going to happen. Things are going to happen that are going to make us sad. Or, there's just going to be times when we feel down. But I think not staying in it is probably the biggest thing that I have to learn. And learning what really upsets me, or what triggers me, I guess should be the word that everybody uses. All the cool kids use whirlwinds and trigger. But, I also said that I felt like, this language of ours was expiring, and it's why I love doing the words. But really, every time I post one of these videos, the response is so overwhelmingly positive that, it just had me thinking that we're all kind of feeling this way. And I went and got my hair done earlier, and even the girl that was doing my hair, she hadn't seen me in a while, and she goes, "Oh, how was your holiday?" And, I understand that it's small talk, and I could have just been like, "Oh, good, and yours?" But I was just like, I got to be honest, it wasn't the best. I think for some reason this December was hard. And she said, "Oh my God, so many of my clients said that." And so it goes back to, I don't want to say misery loves company, but it's just hard. So as I sip my mushroom coffee, I'm cheating today. I didn't put the coffee in there. I actually got, this is so LA, I got a mushroom coffee with oat milk. Guys, you can judge
good?
me. It's actually delicious. If you want to taste some, I can put some in the mug. Do you want some?
No, I trust you.
He's like,
Where
I know.
did you get it?
The Alfred, the place that we.
Alfred.
Yes.
We love Alfred.
We love it.
They
There.
have
They don't sponsor the show.
No, but they have these great wraps, though.
Yeah, well, unless they want to give me money, I shouldn't even say their name. That's going to be the real Sicilian in me to say that.
So Mushad sounds like you're edging into like Persian words.
It's so funny that you say that because a lot of people say it's like Assyrian. In fact, I've asked Paul Elliott to come on the podcast. He's going to be one of the guests.
Oh, nice.
And
I like Paul.
and so I think when I used the word, we used it here on the podcast, mishkina. Mishkina, they said. All of these words
Persian?
are kind of, he's Assyrian.
Oh, he's Syrian.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I hope I'm saying that right.
Syrian? Yeah.
No, Assyrian.
Oh, Assyrian. Now I'm confused.
Go to
Someone's Syrian from Syria.
No, not
they're
from-
called Syrian, right?
Assyrian. Is that how you say it?
Assyria isn't a country.
Assyrian. Look it up.
What? All right. Assyrians are an indigenous people of Mesopotamia, modern day Iraq, Syria, Turkey, and Iran, who are descendants of the ancient Assyrian Empire.
So I
you
was
were
correct. Look at me. Look at me being right.
Yeah.
Look at me being right. Like when I say gravy. Look at me being right here.
You still said
on the
whirlwind, so
podcast.
you're
I
one
didn't
for
say
one.
whirlwind. I said whirlwind. This episode, we're just gonna fight. All right, guys, back to it. Mushad. So a funny thing. I don't want to say funny. Not a funny. A kind of sad thing happened over December 2, which I really didn't process. And then again, Keita made mention of it, and I had to go to 2 funeral masses during the month of December when my friend's mother had passed away. And then my Uncle Freddie, who was only my uncle through my first stepfather, and I hadn't seen that side of the family for I'm going to age myself, for 25 years. Maybe even, just about 25 years since I had seen any of those people. And this one particular uncle I stayed in contact with, probably the only person on that side of the entire family that I stayed in contact with. And I felt crippling anxiety about going to the wake because I didn't want to see anybody or talk to anybody. I just wanted to personally honor him. And I messaged a friend who I knew might be going, and he mentioned that he was going to the mass. And I was like, oh my God, that's a no-brainer. That provides no opportunity for people to talk to me. It's like a real tribute to who the person is. It's, a religious thing. And so I ended up going to that. And I went, as I said, I went to my friend's mom's, and there was something about being in the church for some reason that resonated differently with me, which it hasn't in a while. And I'm not even saying that the Catholic Church is where I want to go back to, but there was something about it that kind of grounded me and made me present. I wasn't on my phone. It wasn't for anything positive, unfortunately, but I kind of took things in just a little bit more there. And I guess there's a reason why there are places of worship, right? There are a reason why people cannot just do it in their houses, kind of like how I can't work from my house. I have decided I am not one of those people that can work from home. I am one of those people that has to go out to be productive, because if I sit home, I'm doing laundry or I'm cleaning or my couch is right there or I want to see this show. I'll just put the TV on for a little bit, and I'm just not a good work from home person. And so the benefit to being out here is I've done so much more. I mean, it's 80 degrees in January, and I don't say that to be one of those people that's like, I don't take pictures of my feet in the sand when it's snowing in New York. Like, I hate the people that do that stuff. But I just am in a better mood here. And I think that everything that happened in December, as I was getting closer to leaving and to coming out here, my mood started to lift. I was no longer Mushad. And then when I got here, I hit the ground running. And I was fortunate that all the work, I feel like we work towards all these things and we never see the benefits to them. And then I got here and I just felt like everything from this podcast to performing to getting, all the drives I took for 10-minute spots, just to get on stage. All of it kind of came to a head, which is not to say all my dreams came true on January 6th, but it is to say that, like, sometimes you gotta just, and I never want to do it for as long as I did, but sometimes if you're just feeling that moment of being down or whatever, use it. Stop, don't beat yourself up over it. You could be Mushad. You can't live in it, but you got to take those moments to remind yourself, A, that you don't want to be like that, and B, to be more grateful once you're out of it. Because I think the minute my mood started to shift, I said, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to not feel this way. But when I was in it, I was like almost paralyzed. Like when I tell you, I felt like I couldn't do anything. Like I even post online or respond to people, or there was just nothing I felt like I could do. And, I realized with Uncle Freddie's passing that the people that comfort me or that make me feel better or have always been encouraging or kind as I get older are not going to be the people that I'm always going to be able to have. And I don't want to get morbid, and that's not what what the podcast is about today, but it's about realizing, like, I'm not going to say the person, even though they commented publicly, said he was mourning the loss of his mother during the break. Nobody can replace your mother. There is nobody on earth that can replace someone's mom. Whether you have a great relationship or not, it's still a different dynamic. And to me, it's like you have to really figure out what it, every few decades or, every decade, there is a new part of you that you have to realize my needs have changed or my people have changed, whether you've had them leave your life on purpose or if, you lost them. And you have to just, I could have wallowed in it for so much longer. And I think that it was the first time, and I don't battle with depression, I do battle with anxiety, but it was the first time I had this real thought that, like, what a horrible feeling when people battle that, to feel like there is nothing you can do to feel better. I have a friend who I swear I said she just likes to be upset. Like any scenario in which she's upset and I give her a solution, there's no like agreement. There's no like yes and, right? I could be like, well, you can do this. She'll be like, no, I can't because, and I'm like, you want to be this way. But I got to be honest, I know that she doesn't. And I think that there's reasons why there's diagnoses of clinical depression and all of these things. I think it's because people really do struggle with it. But that feeling of constant mushad, that feeling that you can't do anything to get out of it, which I'm not going to lie, for like a couple days, I was like, I don't see a way that I'm going to feel better. That's a scary place to be. And, if you guys are listening and you've gone through that, or you know what I'm saying, I mean, I also realize I have to be around people who aren't in that mood the same time I am in that mood, because, neither one of you can help each other. Although I'm pretty good at helping somebody even when I'm down. I think there are people that want to get better. I think there are people that want to get better and can't see a way out. I think there are people like me who will hate the feeling so much that once it lifts, they go immediately, I never want to feel that way again. What else can I do? And then there are some people who have figured it out. I am not that person. I have not figured out yet, how to accept the highs and lows of life. I don't do well with finality. I think there was a part of me that felt so sad that Uncle Freddie had passed, and then, especially that he was the youngest not the oldest of the siblings, definitely the best of them. Isn't that the way it always works out? And I just kind of felt like, wow, Mushad with my pasta and my mood is not for me. Guys, I want to feel good. I want you guys to feel good. I don't know. I think for so long, and I'm going to talk about this on another episode, I think for so long I forgot that. I mean, I'm a licensed counselor. I think for so long I forgot that what I do is an act of service. And coming out to shows and having these conversations, like, I don't know, last month when I was sad, if I was listening to this, I'd be like, wow, what she's saying resonates with me, or I'm not alone. And I think that's ultimately what we all need to feel. I think a lot of people felt lonely these holidays. And the worst kind of lonely is when you feel lonely and you're with someone. That's a whole other dynamic. And I got to be honest, there were some people I was around this month of December where I was like, wow, I don't need to be in their presence anymore. That's hard. I feel like I get these lessons every few years. And, that's not a good feeling. But again, like I said to my friend who says no to everything I say, we really do. It's like Dorothy. We really have the power. We had the power all along. And I think I have the power all along to decide who I want to be around and where I want to live and how much I want to do for certain people. Because when I give, I will give completely. And I want to do it. I want to give my time. I want to give anything I could do, to support someone. I want to do it. I want to help people. But I think I have to realize it just may be a limited amount of people that I can put my time into right now. I realize I cannot do everything I want to do and be successful at it if I am wasting time, okay, with people who don't want to help themselves. And for a couple days there in December, I would have been one of those people I wouldn't want to waste my time on. I did not want to help myself.
You were Mushad.
I was Mushad. I was Mushad on the couch for a couple days.
Can I add to that too? So my experience with that type of person, because I've probably been that person when I was a lot younger here and there, but also like the issue I have is I want to fix people. And when you have that in you, if you're like a fixer or a codependent,
licensed counselor, yep.
Like that in the world of that type of personality, that no person is a stake. You just want to, it's just so enticing. And what I had to realize is, and this took me unfortunately too long to realize, that you just have to, as soon as someone presents that way in my life now, I recognize they don't want help. They want to live in whatever they're living in for however length of time. And I need to just let them go. Not necessarily as a friend, but like not indulge it at all.
I love the steak comparison because it's right. It's something like,
it's a steak.
Yeah, it's like, I could do this. I want this. I have realized I have wanted people. I can no longer want somebody to live their life the way I want them to live it, and I can't convince them of so. Even if it benefits them, like that ship has sailed for me. And so much so that when this friend is always down, I'll call you every day. I'll text you every day. I'll find a way to get to you every day. If you're sick, if something happened, especially, I'm your check-in girl. I will think about you. But I found myself being like, I'm going to give it a few days. And when she reaches out to me, and I don't do that. And, I think a lot of times we do this I've done this in relationships where I've wanted to fix people. And I think that's really a great point, Keita, because I think right now I want to fix me. And I can say that I've done it, or I've gone to therapy, or I've, I help everybody. So I'm put together enough to help other people. That doesn't mean I've been put together enough to help myself. And I think that I had to get so down in the month of December that this is the first time where I'm like, stop fixing everyone and fix yourself. And I'm being honest with you guys. There are things I'm probably gonna have to talk out in therapy. With a new therapist. And I love my therapist. I had a therapist on and off for years, and her temperament was right for me. But we evolve as people, and I think I need somebody a little more progressive for the thoughts that are going on inside this wild head of mine that I don't always say. I say a lot on this camera, but I don't say everything. And I think I really need to figure out what I want. I joked about it. I say I have eggs on ice, and I talk about things, as far as like, being a mom or this. I do that because I'm a woman, and that's naturally things I think we put on us. But I think I really got to talk out what I want with my life. And I think we sometimes go through these motions where we suppress things, or we just say, we'll get to it. And that's where the anxiety and all that stuff builds up. Like yesterday, I was dreading yesterday. I had to do so much work yesterday, and I was just dreading it. And then the minute I got it done by like 6 o'clock at night, I felt like I felt so much better. And I think I kind of procrastinate with certain things. And that causes a different level of anxiety. Even if it's like getting back to somebody that I don't want to talk to. Just get it done. Just do the smallest thing you don't want to do that you have to do, right? Because I'm in the mindset now where I don't want to do anything I don't want to do anymore. But obviously there are things that we have to do. And I think just doing a little something, feeling a little bit more productive, getting a little bit more accomplished, alleviates a lot. So, I don't know, guys. I just figured Mushad was going to resonate with you guys.
I've got a slogan for your
Let's
listeners.
hear it.
If you are one of these codependent people, think of this. Their yuck is bigger than your yum.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm cutting this. That's awful.
No. I get
Isn't
it.
that great, though?
No, yeah.
I just came up with that. Their yuck is bigger than your yum.
Okay. Guys.
Always.
Just listen to what I said. And guys, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the shares. I got to be honest, if it wasn't for some of you really expressing so much feeling and meaning behind last week's word of Shangad, and saying Mushad, and then telling me how hard your holiday was, I wouldn't have thought to maybe do it. So thank you guys. I will keep the Italian American Word episodes going. I love how much you guys love them. And I'll see you guys next week, guys. The tour is starting. I do have some fun announcements to make. The tour is starting February 6th and 7th in Wesley Chapel, Florida. That's right near Tampa. And then I'm going to be in Rochester, New York, February 14th. Then March, I'm going to be in Irvine, California, and Naples, Florida, Ocala, Florida. I'm going to be doing a big fundraiser show, charity benefit at Vero Beach, Florida that week. And then, guys, drum roll, please. I'm going to be at Radio City Music Hall, opening for Joe Coy. April 3rd and 4th, and I am going to be adding some of his Just Being Coy tour dates to my new Boroughbred tour, as I'll be opening for him on some shows where I am not headlining myself. So I am extremely grateful for that opportunity. Like I said, it's been a good few weeks here. So I hope your 2026 has started. I know we had the episode about the year of the fire horse and the year of the snake. It's still the year of the snake, guys, if you're watching this. So I think February something, I don't know because I'm not as informed. Like Keita said, I have to do my research. But around February comes the year of the fire horse. So don't stress. You're still shedding the people and habits and all the things that you're supposed to not take with you into the next year. So just because it was January 1st doesn't mean it's a new year. Come February, it's forward motion, guys, for all of us. And I will keep you informed about how everything's going for me, including therapy, because it's confidential for the counselor, but not for me. And I'm going to share all the insights I have with you guys if it helps make you feel better. So I love you guys. Again, all my shows are listed at tarajokes.com. I did add Rhode Island. I did add Michigan, finally. I will be near Detroit. I think it's called Royal Oak, Michigan. That'll be in April. And yeah. Oh, DC, guys. DC in June. I'm going to get that ticket link real soon. All right, guys. I love you. Bye.
Coffee Talk.